This is the Brick Commentary Central. You're listening to the BCC Podcast. It is Friday, March 30th of 2025, and you're listening to episode 469 of the BCC Podcast. I'm LQ. Joining me today is Ford.
Welcome to the circus of value!
What?
I don't know why, I was just thinking of BioShock just now.
It's been a while.
It has been a very long time.
I don't know why. I had some issues with the story when I first played it, and it's set worse with me ever since.
Really?
Okay, well, this is Infinite specifically.
Oh, well, yeah, Infinite is, like, the worst one.
But the gameplay was fun.
I guess.
The first one was really slow.
I love the first one. The first one's great.
I'm also not into, like, creepy atmospheres.
Well, that's your problem. Sounds like a skill issue.
I don't think that's a skill issue, Ford. I think it's
It
just
is a
taste.
skill issue. You just don't know it yet.
Oh, I forgot to
But anyway.
transition. Sam is also
I am also here. Yes.
Hey, be patient. You're the only other one here. You aren't going to be forgotten unless Leo shows up.
I'm sure he will.
I'm not.
You should have more faith in your friends.
But you guys keep letting me down.
I
was in Florida for a week. I couldn't be here.
Not on this particular topic alone, but also, more so Mason Leo let me down there. Ford is usually
By
here.
having children? What's wrong with you?
Well, apparently for the
Do you realize how, like, actually demonic that kind of sounds?
No!
It does!
No, it does not.
Oh, my friends let me down because they had kids.
That's not what I said. I said they let me down because they weren't here. But also, apparently, with Leo, it was not even because of his child. It's just because he never told us we moved to Thursdays that he has book club that night.
Okay.
So, yeah, that made us start a little bit late, and Leo's still not here, so we'll see. We might end a little bit early tonight just to not go too late. Here we only have a couple of topics, as though LEGO news has been coming out, nothing particularly interesting, honestly, for us. But we do have a couple of pieces, one recent and one that's been our docket for months. We'll start with the Mario minifigures. On Mario Day 2026, they revealed that Mario minifigures are finally coming.
Took them long enough.
In 2027. So yeah, that took a long time. This is what everyone's really been wanting for years. I mean, I don't have an issue particularly with the other Mario sets. I just didn't like them coming at the expense of regular Mario sets. I also don't know if this means the discontinuation of the old Mario theme.
I think it will be. Now that they're moving on to the Smart Brick, they can just integrate it into these.
I think the Mario actually does more than the Smart Brick does.
It probably does, but they want that kind of cross-brand synergy.
Yeah.
I think.
I know we've talked about talking...
Why have multiple platforms when you can just power everything with one?
Yeah. Except
all you need is one set, and you've got everything that you want.
We've talked about talking about the Smart Brick, but I keep saying, what are we going to say that no one else has said?
Yeah, we can't... we can't avoid it anymore, but we also have nothing to add.
I think we can avoid it. In 2 years, no one's going to remember it was a thing.
I don't know.
I looked at a teardown recently. Someone actually popped one open. Apparently, they've been making parts for it since I think it was 2022 or 2023 is what some of the copyright dates were. So they've been planning on
This is
releasing it for a
I
while.
deal with this
What a
type of things at
shame.
work. This was someone's pet project. Someone was told this was a bad idea. It's not going to pay off early on. But this person is so near retirement and wants to feel like they can do something that they're not giving up this project. They're going to modernize things if it kills them. But not realizing that the modern world doesn't even do this. This is actually like McDonald's toy technology.
Yeah, honestly, they should have just made it a smartphone app or something.
Well, I think they wanted to get away from the smartphones, but then I don't know. I've been watching like reviews of like smart brick sets from Jang, and he says the only way that you can lower the volume, the ear-splitting volume on these things is
Put
by
it in your
using
mouth.
an app.
Wait, you can
Well,
actually
yeah, that
adjust
too.
it?
Yeah, but you
Ah.
have to use an app to do it.
Hey, Leo
So,
did
like,
make it.
I did make it. We live already?
Yes. Sorry, it was getting late. We
No,
weren't
that's
sure.
okay.
It could have just
Yes,
been
there's
that your
no
son
telling
didn't
what the
go to
kid will do.
sleep. So
He almost didn't.
we cut our losses. I mean, we've only been talking for a few minutes here. We're talking about
About
Mario,
Mario, I hope, right?
and putting smart bricks in your
Mario.
mouth.
Who's putting a smart brick in his mouth?
That's the only way to
I
turn the
am,
volume
apparently.
down.
That is not true. You have to use an app, which kind of defeats the purpose of the smart brick in general.
Well, everything
Yeah,
I've
they
But,
seen,
whatever.
and I haven't looked too closely, is it just the sounds are not good.
No, they're awful.
Is it
I think
all
Star
like
Wars
generic
is the worst thing.
sounds
Yes.
across all bricks?
Yeah.
It's generic sounds associated with Star Wars, but
But they're not Star Wars sounds. Like
they
classic
claim to be
Denver
genuine Star Wars
recreations.
sounds. But again, they're like the Star Wars sounds that came in McDonald's toys.
That's false advertising.
McDonald's can do better, though.
Yeah,
You know that they can.
yeah, they can.
So, that's a shame. I still don't understand. Why would you start with Star Wars knowing that you can't get one-to-one sounds
Because it will sell the
from
most.
like the most iconic sounds ever made for movies?
I wouldn't be surprised if Disney invested into this and was pushing for it too.
I don't know why. I don't get it.
It would not be the
Maybe
most
it's-
questionable thing they've done.
Maybe it's like Nintendo though, where like Disney said, "Please don't do this," and Lego said, "Yes, we're going to do the smart bricks."
Yeah, it could also be. I don't think Nintendo
Gotta
said,
innovate,
please don't do this. They just said, I think we'll have regular Lego sets. And Lego's like, no. I
I'm
think
sure
it's
Nintendo's
very
more quiet
clear.
about it.
Lego's R&D department has not been in the best state for the last decade. Like, what else?
No.
What have their other initiative been? Plant-based bricks, and that they gave up on that. That was a stupid endeavor to begin with.
Were the only plant-based pieces the leaves?
I
Yeah.
think so.
Fascinating.
Yeah, they made like a single polybag set. I think someone was going to eat one of those.
That
Yes,
was
Leo
Yeah,
just wanted to
Liam.
eat them.
You never got to it because you had stomach issues.
Yeah, I had stomach issues, and then now that I'm married, I can't do something like that. I can't eat plastic. This would just be irresponsible.
I'm young, healthy, and single. I'll volunteer.
You can do it. I still have them.
Yeah, why don't you just get Kevin
Yeah.
to do it?
Kevin doesn't
you
do
eat
things
the
like
plant
that.
bricks and you microwave the smart brick.
I'm not paying for a smart brick to microwave it. The
Aren't
thing
they
is-
like $40 or $50
Yeah.
on their own? They've got copper coils inside there for the NFC. Like that's
How
gonna
much
be
RAM
bad.
does a smart brick have?
A couple of kilobytes, maybe. I don't know.
There's no reason it should be that expensive then. How much AI is included?
There is
Is
no
it AI
intelligence.
powered?
Then what's even the point? If it's technology and it doesn't have AI, then management wants nothing to do with it.
Well, they still released it anyway.
I'm
Can
sure...
I make my own sounds in it? Can I generate sounds?
You know what actually be
I
some of the
guarantee
best?
someone's
Code it in?
someone's gonna come up with a way to hack this chip
Oh,
to
that's
sound
not
the
gonna
way
be
it's
hard.
not supposed to.
Yeah, can I make it say things that it really shouldn't?
Yeah, but also it would
Almost
also not be
certainly.
hard to build something that does that already.
Yes.
So this is patented, so we can look up what the patent should be, right?
Maybe
yeah.
I
We know
don't
we know
know.
exactly which chip is inside. Someone did a teardown of it.
Oh, he did.
Oh,
What's in
Yeah.
it?
Some string of letters and numbers. I
Oh.
forget.
Oh.
I think it's a custom chip that Lego ordered for this.
I'm sure it
Yeah,
is.
that sounds right.
But again, some people are like really mad over this. Honestly, I just don't really care. It's not going to become very prominent, I'm sure.
It already isn't at retailers. From what
Remember
I've,
when they released
from what I've
Lego
seen.
Boost and there's like the one Ninjago set that actually integrated with it?
And then we never saw it again.
I don't think anyone ever did that even. Come to think of it.
Well, it's like, hey, what if we made Mindstorms again, but dumber?
Yeah, wasn't Boost their Mindstorms replacement?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's gone now.
It's like, what if we made Mindstorms, but dumber? What?
So is there currently no Lego Robotics?
well, they're
Didn't
shutting down
anymore.
first.
Yes, I was so sad about that.
They are replacing it with some new league. I think it's going to be a more AI-centric robotics thing.
Oh, good grief! I didn't actually read the article yet. I was going
That's
to
a
get around
shame.
to
I
that earlier,
skimmed it.
but
Yeah, okay.
Oh. That's actual news there. That's like bad news though.
I mean, it makes sense because the future of robotics is going to be with AI.
Yes,
There's not going to be too much of a point without using some level of procedural learning.
but I think the only way to really use the AI would be like, hey, I want my robot to do this. Can you make it do that? And sure, here's how we can do that.
There are better uses for it, which we're seeing slowly. Like, you can actually have it, like, observe and learn tasks, which could actually be a helpful thing to learn with. But I mean,
Yeah.
we're not quite there yet with everything, but then that's also the point of, like, a dev kit with something like this, is so you have kids that learn how to do that, because that's going to be a thing when they're in the market.
With the AI that the kids use for this, like, what do they do if it does stuff that's completely unsurprising and unsuspected because someone forgot to disassociate one of the vectors from another in its little language model?
Well,
What
I
is
wasn't
that
thinking
shit?
of a language model here. I was thinking different applications of machine learning.
Yes.
Does that
That
chip
is the
say Dagu?
Uh, yes, I think it does.
I mean, honestly, you know where one of the things that would be really helpful in terms of Lego and AI, and it's just a shame because they'll never do it because they're too terminally online, is integrate AI with Brickset would be really helpful with so many things.
Mm.
But Brickset actually actively stops AI from even checking their site, and I'm pretty sure, like I said, they're all too terminally online to ever...
Much like BSO1.
Yeah. Yeah, BSO1 should really... If they're actually cared about preserving Bionicle, you would let LLMs scrape the site. Like, BS1 doesn't make money. There's no point in stopping them unless they're taking an absurd amount of bandwidth.
I think Swear actively takes out of his paycheck to pay for it.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
So I'm saying, if you actually want, like, Bionicle information to be out there, let LLMs search it. Like, that'll actually keep interest in the theme alive long term. But
I
pretend...
don't know how useful an LLM like system would be over just the standard search box, because if you're looking for a set, then you just type in the number or the name, or you go to the theme and select
I
the
want
year.
it to,
It's
like,
not
do stuff
that
like find me
difficult.
all the unique minifigures of a certain type. And it's actually really hard with Brickset sometimes because there'll be weird categorizations. Like, sometimes something will not have the certain tag for a certain wave of Ninjago because it came out in a weird promo set or something. And then I'll miss it when I'm creating a list or something. So it would be very helpful to be able to search and find anything similar that might be included in my results but isn't included in the normal search criteria. That
Well,
happens a lot.
if the LLM is based on the existing database and it's looking at the tags, then you might end up having the same issue.
Well, LMs do better than that. Like, I use them for a lot of other, like, data collection I've been doing for projects, especially, like, in video games and stuff. And it's really good for like creating lists of games, finding release dates, creating tables and stuff, which you could not easily find that information because a lot of wikis are lacking it. But it is able to actually find other information and correlate it with the data to get more accurate than I am from a normal search.
All right, fair enough.
And so again, that would be very helpful with this to create custom queries. Easy,
Or they
overall,
could fix their tagging system.
well, we're beyond that in society now. Either way,
It's probably cheaper to fix the tags.
I don't really use normal search engines for most things anymore. AI gets me the results I need way better.
AI gives me the wrong results constantly.
Well,
Like, I was trying to look up test technical specifications on watches. Like, what's the lug width on this? What kind of strap can I use? It just gives me the wrong millimeters. I'm like, this is not
Well,
correct.
what module are you using usually?
It's whatever pops up in the top of Google's AI search. I'm like, this is useless.
Yeah, that's useless. You got to actually use a real module.
But that's what most people are being exposed to, so I just ignore it entirely. I go to an actual forum.
Here's the thing: if you want to actually use it to your advantage, you have to first pre-prompt the AI. You got to tell it what you're doing, what your parameters are, and what type of information you want to get out of it. Then,
I could just go to the forum where watch collectors who actually have the watch are discussing it and what straps work best.
Again, for like if you're doing projects like I do and collecting a large amount of data from a lot of sources, it's much faster to do it this way.
Yeah, it took me a while to figure out that like using a proper model, I had to like train it to figure out like to get it up to speed with where I was.
Yeah, but like every time you open a new query with it, though, you have to do that for every time.
Yeah,
here's
which
what
is
you
annoying.
It doesn't pay money.
But what also helps is
I'm not going to pay money though.
Like you kind of have to like tell it in one, like in one query, like all right, save like where we left off, and then you can just like copy and paste that in, and it just picks up from where you.
Another thing to do. This was at a conference I went to. It talks about create prompts, basically describing the type of assistant you need that you paste into the chat when you start. So like if you're doing a certain topic, like let's say if I have one that I use at work for a threat intel bot, you tell it what it is, what the industry you're in, what the specific attack vectors you're looking for, and how to filter it, and also tell it, notify me if you're gating me. This is an incredibly important thing when working with AI, because AI tends to, the way the internet's structured, more so by default, go to the lowest common denominator. So you need to tell it if it'll intentionally not tell you certain things, and you want it to tell you when it's not telling you those things. If you say, tell me when you're gating me, it'll tell you, I did not include this, this, or this, or it stopped me from doing this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like a little while ago, I was kind of testing it out. And what I did was I took some of my my data from work, and I just said, okay, here's like the context for these data. How would you interpret it? And I wanted to see if it could interpret it in the same way that I did. And it took a couple tries, but it did.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's just it's a tool.
But it needs the training. Yeah, that's the key with it.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's just like Google. Most people never learned how to actually use Google.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to have a lower percentage of people that actually know how to use AI. I think it's going to probably be the same issues. But moving back to Lego and technology, I did find the dragon. So this was the dragon set.
Oh, this thing again.
This actually, I didn't get this for a long time. I picked it up cheap on eBay back when you could do that sort of stuff. So yeah, this set's fine. It's actually a pretty good dragon.
This is a smart brick set?
No, this is back for boost.
Yeah.
And then
boost,
this is it when you added
and
boost.
And then that's with the boost.
What am I looking at here?
This was one of the main things they advertised boost with at the time.
It's like, okay, guys, so we wanna motorize this thing. What if we took its spine off, like we're in the Predator, and hooked it up to a battery?
Does Lego not make their traditional motor and battery system anymore?
I think they do.
Yeah, they still make power functions.
Yeah, the power functions one, because that's horrendous. You could just like do the whole thing with gears and a power functions box.
Well,
I mean,
the
that's-
idea with this was you could program it with Boost.
Yeah, you could program it, but they also used to make like remote controls for like I think an NFC controller that you could use.
They
Because I
still
remember
do.
when they had the Crystal Sweeper from Mars mission, they advertised
Yeah,
to do
that
power
was the
functions for
coolest
it.
one. They don't push power functions like at all.
No,
Wait, remind me. Which one was the Crystal Sweeper? Is that the one with the
One
the
that
digger with the
sweeps
hands,
crystals.
yeah,
or is that like the big one that year?
So yeah,
that wasn't the big one. That was from a Wave 2 in 2008.
So was it the one with like the hands?
Yes, it had hands.
Yeah, I did. Have
Okay.
hands.
Neat.
Yeah, the power functions have changed a bit since last time I saw them.
They have. It's much sleeker than the power functions I got like in 2006, I think.
The motor looks like a much more manageable size with bricks, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't know about the
I mean-
controller. I don't care for that one as much, but it does look more like you can actually integrate into a set.
Yeah.
What's a Technic hub?
Yeah.
This is also a battery box.
I'd love
This
to
one
make
is
something that's motorized.
Manas.
only $40 a motor and then another $50 for the hub.
Yeah.
How much for the battery?
34. Does the hub not have
Yeah.
batteries in it too? What does the hub do?
I don't think so.
Oh,
That
what
looks like
ports
one
are
of-
in there now?
Okay, so I guess these are more programmable than they used to be.
Well, is that a USB port?
Oh, it says this one
Well, no.
uses batteries.
Yeah,
I think
'cause
it's
I was about to say, it's
proprietary port.
It's
It's
the
a what
same.
port?
I said I think it's proprietary.
Okay.
It's probably just using USB though, if we're being honest.
I mean, as far as like the actual protocol,
'Cause,
probably, but
The ones I got from back in the day are still using like Wait, no, they were like bricks, like
yeah, the ones that
with-
like
with
is stuck
copper
to
exposed.
yeah.
Yeah, you stuck on top, and that's how you transmit.
I had one of those in my Lego Snaps.
Yeah, I
Those
think
are
mine
basic
came from
DC
some
motors.
creator set.
Snaps were actually awesome. Like I got a whole huge box from a garage sale, and I could build chainsaws and helicopters and stuff.
Chainsaws?
Yeah.
Should I be worried?
No, this is like in the official instructions.
Okay. This is giving me Lego Universe flashbacks.
The thing is, there's almost no pictures of snaps online. Yeah, there's no good pictures.
Oh.
Maybe it's in like one of the set. I don't even know which one it was, honestly. It looks kind of like in the Rhoda Beast set. But Brickset doesn't have multiple images for these instruction manuals, so it's impossible to tell. Blackmobile. That's what this is. Okay, yeah, this is definitely one of the ones
Go
I had.
on.
It's called the Blackmobile.
I think you need to show the rest of the class.
Here, let me... Oh, come on. Well, not let me move it over. Fine. There we go. This is the Blackmobile. I definitely had the arts pack in this. I built this dual helicopter thing, and it came with the motor, so like there was motorized rotors and everything.
Hmm.
And they're pretty sizable too. I remember like with this piece, it was pretty awesome. The one that the leg and the scorpion was. I would build like gauntlets with it that had like foldable blasters and stuff. And yeah,
Neat.
I had at least. Yeah, I think it only had the one gearbox, and then one battery box. I don't know where the thing. Like I said, there's no other images for the chainsaw. But yeah, this is the wire you're talking about, I think, Leo.
Yes, that's the one I was talking about.
So.
Let me see if I can find a brick set listing for the one I was thinking of.
So yeah, this one, this is programmable. And you connect it with these little motors. $40. Perfect for higher load tasks. But this is the only motor I saw. I didn't see a small motor. Yeah, it requires a hub. Okay, so I think the hub is all you need, technically.
Mhm.
And then these all can connect via app. Rechargeable battery, okay. There's a train motor and a large motor, that's it. The train motor is actually only $14. That's not too bad. I don't know what, like, the battery box does, honestly. But yeah, it seems like there's some stuff missing. Wonder if a brick set could tell us more.
Okay, this definitely isn't USB. It's using 6 pins, not 4. So I don't know what they're doing.
Here, Lucky, this was the one I was thinking of that I got as a kid.
Ah. That's neat.
Yeah, you can make the helicopter blade spin.
Motion.
Make the crab crawl.
Oh, the
And I don't
crab
think
is
I ever did the
cool
car.
thing.
Trying to see.
I don't think Lego could release a helicopter with missile launchers today.
Oh, they do all
Nope.
the time. Just in Ninjago and not in Creator.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, yeah, it has to be. Yeah,
Remember, no military vehicles.
Except for when they do.
of course not.
Yep, except for
I'm
when they do.
Still mad about the V-22 that they canceled. The German Peace
Yeah.
Society. They just
Was that the one that
Oh.
also had the issues with the gears literally falling apart?
Yes.
yeah, they had issues with
Yes,
gears
it
and
is.
lighting. Yep. See, that's fixable. Okay, you can fix that on your own. Somebody put out instructions on it, but then nobody could use the instructions because you couldn't get the set. I was gonna get it, and I was gonna order some replacement parts to get rid of all the orange and make it all gray because I want a Marine Corps V-22 Osprey. I want that.
Like there are with stuff
Sorry,
like
kiddo.
that. I think it's less likely to happen now, but there, there's just a couple of Karens in the company that caused all of those issues.
Yeah.
Now
There's
keep
also
in mind these
2020,
Karens
which was
were also
awful.
probably old Danish men, but
Hmm.
Yeah.
well, it was earlier than 2020, wasn't it?
No, it was 2020.
Hmm.
It was the year 2020.
It feels like that was longer ago. But yeah, I'm trying to think what I
Yeah.
could actually do with some of these power functions these days. I feel like there should be more options for motors. But I guess there would be quite a lot you could do. Is one hub only connect two? It looks like it does. So that makes it really cost prohibitive. Because like to do a lot of stuff, I feel like I need a good set of motors. This is also way too big for most
Yeah,
sets.
is there like
What is the
is there like
Technic
a
hub and
way
the
to
battery
split motors?
box? This one looks more like this one's called the battery box, but this looks like the Technic hub based on these pins. These ones do up to 4 input. Yeah. Oh, there's tilt sensors inside of it. 4
What could that be
input
used for?
I'm guessing so you can adjust based on like the terrain for your car. I've seen some people like make all-wheel drive cars.
But what if you're going uphill? If it's tilted backwards, then how would you adjust the power to the drivetrain?
I don't know enough
Or-
about how cars work to tell you. I just know someone did.
I mean, you just make a limited slip differential. It's not that you don't
But there's
need
definitely
electronics
things you
to do
could do
that.
with the tilt sensors.
Lego has a limited slip differential brick specifically for this.
Apparently there are other lights and sensors, but I didn't see any of them for sale, so... So if that's the Technic Hub, what is the battery box? Oh, the Technic Hub's also $90. What is the battery box?
Yeah, Lego literally makes a brick for this.
Oh, this
They
one
make
is
a
like
brick for
not
almost
integrated with the
everything.
app at all. So this one is completely just powering the motor, and these things up here are the switches that control which directions the motors go. That's the difference there.
Astounding.
So the hub is like between the battery box and the Technic hub. And this one... Yeah, basically just doesn't include... It has 2 less ports and doesn't include the tilt center.
Is there a link to that building instructions there?
Building instructions for...
On the link on the page for
Oh,
the,
yeah.
the hub. Does that go anywhere?
No.
Nope, 0 pieces. They're not going to give us a circuit diagram?
Seems not. So yeah, that's LEGO's current state with technology. I don't think it's going to go anywhere.
Probably
You can get a
not.
V22 on eBay for $750.
Nice.
Well, we have a little bit more time left, and a topic we've said we would cover but never did. Let's talk about the Star Trek set. We all
Woo,
finally
Star
have the
Trek.
Star Trek people here.
Yes.
I know very little about Star Trek, except it has bad politics.
That's not true.
That's not true at all.
Yes.
Good Star Trek has great politics,
Yes.
much like the prequels.
Bad Star Trek isn't Star Trek. And we ignore it because it deserves to be ignored.
Shunning, really.
What's that?
It's a shunning, really.
Yeah.
Like if you leave the Amish.
Thought I downloaded... Yeah, there you are. More pictures of this. There we go.
But it's not even worth your time.
So, this is Star Trek The Next Generation. Is that the second Star Trek show?
Yes.
That is the third,
87.
because you had the original series and then the animated series in the interim, and then
We
yes,
just-
the animated series
that
is very
doesn't
important.
count.
It does.
It's very
count.
important.
You're
but
right.
Okay.
Explain this
I
to
won't fight you
me.
on
Explain what the
that. Well, you see,
cartoon or-
Star Trek the original series got really popular in syndication,
Mm-hmm.
and so it spawned the animated series. And then, it kept getting popular, and then this thing called Star Wars happened, and they thought, what if we make a movie?
And that movie was...
And they made a movie, and and then
Star
they
Trek
made
the
another
motion
movie.
picture.
Yes, and then they made another movie, and it was much better.
Which one is
But-
that? Which one is the Wrath of
arguably the
Khan?
best.
The
Do you
Wrath
know
of
what one
Khan.
of-
That's the
Do you know
one.
what one of the
That's the second
criticisms of the first movie was, LQ?
What?
It was the only motion picture where no one moved.
What?
Yeah,
That was what they said about it.
Well,
it's a little slow. It's a lot like 2001.
No.
But that's not a knock against
Except without much planning.
I feel like it would have to be better than 2001: A Space Odyssey.
it. You didn't like 2001?
No, I did not.
What's wrong with you?
Look, my wife doesn't like 2001 either.
What's wrong with her?
I still haven't seen it.
It's very
You should see-
pretentious.
Neither have I.
What? Wait. You. No.
But you never heard that one joke? It's like, oh, the Eternals. It looks like it's going to be Marvel's 2001: A Space Odyssey. Have you seen 2001: A Space Odyssey? No, why?
No, I've not seen. I feel like now
Have
there's
you
some.
seen Marvel's Eternals? Huh?
Unfortunately.
I have not. It's an intentional decision.
Yes, stay in your ignorance.
I watched Dune
Yes.
instead.
Dude.
I have Dune. I have not seen it yet. I just don't have time.
It's Dune. If they re-released it in the theaters before Dune Messiah, go and see it because it is a theater movie.
It is a good theater movie.
Oh, I should.
I saw it with extra bass boosted because I saw it after the theater was closed.
Did you get the
Nice.
popcorn bucket?
No, I got free popcorn and drinks. I don't even have to worry about saying anything because this theater chain's closed now.
Oh.
But yeah, my brother was a manager there at the time, and we could go in after
So-
hours and watch movies.
Oh, nice.
Anyway,
So that's how they.
so in
closed.
1987, Star Trek returned to television with The Next Generation,
Mhm.
and it was pretty good. Would you agree, Leo?
I'd agree.
This is the one
I,
with Bob
Yeah.
from Lego Universe.
I can't stand for all the Star Trek TNG hate that's going around now.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
I don't
popular
get
to
it.
hate it now?
Well, it's like one of the things where they say, "Oh, the original series was so Western, and now they're just all commies in this one."
Not really.
No.
Like they're a little less cavalier about it. They're a little bit more structured, like the Navy, I would say.
Yeah, but the only
Um,
real difference is that the captain is an old man instead of a young man. So
that is also true. Yeah,
that's really
that
the
has
only
a lot to do with it.
that's the only real difference. It's a big difference, but that's what I'd say is more the reason for the tonal shift than any other thing.
Interesting.
I wouldn't even necessarily that like Jean-Luc Picard is an old man.
He just
Like,
looked
yeah,
old.
he's much more aged, but it's more about like he's more seasoned.
Mm.
Like I wouldn't just call him old. He's more experienced and more seasoned than Kirk was. Not to
He is
say Kirk
wizened.
was, you know,
Yeah, I mean, not to
why?
say old like
Yes,
in
say that.
decrepit, but just
Yeah,
old
yeah,
as
I
in
know
like
what you mean.
your temperament is different.
Yeah, Patrick Stewart
Exactly.
was only 47 when it was premiered.
Oh, come on, he's always looked old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I can't argue with
look at
that.
him.
Like when you are gray and bald for the most part.
I mean, to be fair, also, I feel like he is more iconic than Captain Kirk, was it?
Really?
I
It depends on what
disagree.
generation you grew up in.
I just
Yeah.
can't. I know who Captain Kirk is, but I can't tell you what he looks like. But I can tell you
He looks like
what
William
Patrick
Shatner.
Stewart looks like.
It looks like William Shatner, yeah.
Yeah.
He's the only one that wears green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just looked up a
What's wrong
picture of
with
William Shatner, and I'm gonna forget what he looks like as soon as I look away.
Didn't that only last for like half a season? Did this weird wraparound tunic that he wore that was green?
But it's iconic. That should tell you a lot.
Yeah, he's
It's
he's
true.
wearing yellow and everything I see.
Yeah.
Like I said, it lasted half a season.
Yeah. It was weird.
Oh, I found
Yeah.
a picture of it. This doesn't even look like the rest of the uniforms.
Look,
That's
a lot of changes
point.
happened in season 1 of the original show.
Yes.
A lot
It
of
was a
stuff
rather
happened on the
volatile
fly.
time.
It was also released
Um,
out of order from when it was filmed.
Yeah.
That was a relevant point we never got to in our TV episode last week about how networks didn't care.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say it was
Okay,
in
there's
this case,
there's
it's
another
really
version
care.
of this that doesn't have all like the gold frilly things on it. That actually looks much better.
Is that probably like season 2 or 3 that he's wearing?
So here's the initial image that came up. Let me get it downloaded. Did the ship not look like a pie in the original series?
It still looks like a pie
No,
original
no,
series.
it always looked like that, yeah.
So is this the
Yeah.
same ship?
Not no.
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 What letter designation is it for?
This is 1701D.
D. Okay. And what's the original series designation?
1701.
Just so okay, yeah.
Yes. 1701A comes in. Well, technically it's NC 1701.
Yeah.
NC 1701A, or the Enterprise A as they call it, debuts in Voyage Home, right? In the fourth movie? Yes. B technically
Yes.
debuts in Generations, but that's only because they already debuted C in another episode of Next Generation that
Generation,
came
yeah.
in, I think, season 3, Yesterday's Enterprise.
Correct. Yep,
I
that was an
believe.
ambassador class, I believe.
Yes, and then this is 1701 or NC 1701D, which is what you see from the majority of, well, pretty much every single episode of
Until it,
TNG.
is this the one that crashes in the movie?
Yes.
Yes.
This
Yep.
is the one that crashes at the end of Generations. So yeah.
Yep, it is later rebuilt and turned into a museum ship.
Apparently, and so they can have a whole thing for Picard season 3, which I still kind of want to see.
Don't do
So
it.
I got the pictures. You see, the one on the right is the first one I saw, and that looks really bad. The one on the left, actually, I don't mind too much. That looks okay.
I
Yeah, the
don't mind
wraparound
either.
tunic is the
He
one
looks
that's
good.
more recognizable. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pure.
But apparently
Pure
there's
William
like
Shatner
at least
right there.
3 versions of it, because one of them doesn't
Yep.
have the cuffs, which I don't like the cuffs. I think it would be better without the cuffs and the black.
The prop department was going a little wild at times. He just kept switching costumes. And he
No.
kept ripping his shirts too. I wonder if that's one of the reasons for the change.
It's too muscly. Now consider, if you will, the mirror costumes.
Oh.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Got to acknowledge the inspiration of.
So
Roderick's
is it the
Micros.
Enterprise in both series, or is...
Yes, it's the Enterprise in both series. It's just that there's different iterations of it.
Okay?
Yes.
So the original
flagship-
Enterprise has more like a cylinder beneath the saucer section, and then the engines come out on like big prongs. This is, as you can see, flatter.
I see. It doesn't have the bottom engine, or is that an engine at the bottom?
Is there a picture where we can see the front of this set?
Yeah.
Yeah, transition to that.
The flagship of the Federation has always been named the Enterprise.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So it's got the big lasers.
On a side note, I did always like the jacket that Kirk had in Wrath of Khan, which they only made 3 of this.
Yeah.
Always like that one. Always want a recreation.
Huh?
Of that.
Looking
Anyway,
at side by
yeah.
side picture from the show, this is very accurate.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's a pretty good model.
I feel like it's too much though.
I mean, I feel like it's being held back by being exclusively microscale
that
and not
too,
having
but
a component where you can stick
No,
the
but
minifigures.
I guys,
thing is,
I
though,
found
the
the
thing is, though,
image.
like-
You know, they find like the image on Google Image that the designers use when they designed the set. I found it.
You found
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
Well,
probably.
I would actually say it would be better if this were smaller.
Yeah.
I can see that. Yeah.
To be more
It might be
affordable.
hard.
Very
It might be hard to
easily-
get some of the
Not only
angles,
would it be
though.
more affordable, but you could also make more ships in that same relative scale and make it
Yeah.
work as a system.
See, on a fan level, that would work, but unfortunately,
Unfortunately,
Lego.
this is the Funko Pops
Unfortunately,
era
what?
of Lego.
A
yes,
set
that's
like this is designed to sell to someone who's only ever going to buy one Lego set.
I know. But the thing is, like, what makes Star Trek so interesting to me is the variety of things.
And I get that.
right?
Like
You
I
know,
said, as
this
someone who
is
actually
this
cares.
is a series about exploration and sharing and things like that. And I make it sound
Shagging
like
aliens.
a PBS
I was
show.
gonna say,
I make it sound like PBS. I'm glad they were
Shooting
defunded,
aliens.
by the way. But I feel like this show is about exploration. Why not have all that kind of variety?
yeah, and
I mean, you went through the whole trouble of making an exclusive piece for Worf to make him Klingon looking. When else are you going to use that besides like a
they're
Klingon
not.
bird
That's
of
why
prey?
it's $400.
I know, but get some ROI on this, guys.
Again, that's the idea. And the thing is, unfortunately, I don't like it, but it must be working.
That is what Star Trek is all about. Thank you, Leo.
Give you what's important.
I'm not
Absolutely.
posting that. On the
It's
show.
at the end of every end credit sequence in the first season of the original series.
Why?
Because she appears in the pilot episode that did not air. That's why.
Did they
It
ever
was only
air it?
aired. It was
They had
aired
to
in
give
a
you something,
three-part
okay?
cut, which I'm not saying that the pilot episode is a good episode. What I am saying is that by recutting it as the menagerie, they completely defeat the point of the pilot episode, which is that it's better to be in reality than in live in an illusion.
Yes.
I don't know what Roddenberry was smoking when he said, "Let's just recut this."
Oh.
And completely invert the moral. But
Why does Spock have a goatee?
Because he's evil.
Oh.
That's evil Spock.
Then he
That's
turns
mirror, mirror
good,
Spock.
and it weakens the Terran
So
Empire.
that's where that trope comes from.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is where it's coming
Yes, exactly.
Okay. I had
from. I can't believe you haven't
question.
seen Star Trek. You'd enjoy it.
I've thought
You
about
really
it. But
would.
honestly, I feel like I would probably vibe more with Next Generation.
I think.
Personally,
I
actually,
Consider it
think
if you
he's
will.
right. Would you agree, Leo? I
Maybe.
feel like he's right about that.
It's a bit more polished
Honestly,
and professional
yeah.
looking.
all of out of all the ones that sound Deep Space Nine actually sounds the most interesting to me.
It is.
Frontier Western Town.
Yes.
I
it
agree.
is.
The DS9 is my favorite series.
Maybe
You know,
It's also my
if,
favorite ship. The only
Enterprise is wagon train. You know, if going around in the Enterprise is wagon train, DS9 is Gunsmoke.
it
You
has
have
the
Sheriff,
only
you have
dedicated
the
warship,
Barkeep. Yes,
USS Defiant. It has two of them actually.
and I can live with that.
You want to pull up a shot of the minifigures?
Sure. I
Yeah,
was going to ask
yeah.
who these are because there's an actually very important thing in these minifigures.
What is the very important thing?
I can't believe you didn't already point it out.
What?
Actually, I'm trying to find the minifigure picture. I only can find the one with the
Okay.
Spider-Man minifigures.
Huh?
It might not have the minifigure lineup in this file. Just a moment.
Oh no!
I mean, technically
Did
it's
we
right over
mark it?
there also, but I would like a closer picture of it if I can get one.
Yeah, we have the minifigures.
Okay, wait, I'm just missing it. Which background is it? Oh, that's why it's the blue
It
background.
is
I was looking for the
black
white
and
one.
blue. Yep.
All right, doesn't this have Michael Dorn in it?
Yes.
This is
Yeah,
his
it's
second
right there.
Lego character.
Oh my
It's
gosh,
true,
Riker's
yeah.
trombone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gotta have that smooth jazz. It's his favorite.
is that tea Earl Grey hot the captain's holding?
I believe it is.
It is. Yeah.
Though it's a little
amazing.
dark.
But
A
yeah,
little dark.
after Matanui, this is
Um,
Michael Dorn's second appearance in a Lego set.
I also enjoy the Guinan. They gave her the green stuff.
She annoys me because I found out that's like Whoopi Goldberg.
Yes, it is Whoopi
Look, you
Goldberg,
have to be
but she's
thankful
very
for her.
good in the
She's the
show.
reason this series got a second season.
What?
Yes, she is the reason that
She
that
loved
they
being
got
on the
season
show so
2.
much that when they're going to cancel it after the first one, they said, no, you have to make more.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's
And
like the
to
one
be
good
fair-
thing she's done in her crafting career.
and to be fair, she is in like the best episodes of season 2. Not gonna lie.
Oh,
Yeah, she's a good actor.
apparently
Yeah.
Michael Dorn is in Lego DC Supervillains.
Is in what?
Lego DC Supervillains.
Yes, I think he reprised as Calabac.
Yep, that's right.
That makes sense. Mm-hmm.
Because that's who he played in Superman.
I'm trying to see if there's... Huh, he's in a video game that I own but have never played. He plays John Henry in Codename Steam.
Oh,
He plays John Henry. Curious.
okay.
I'm trying to see
Not
if
John
there's any
Henry
other
Irons?
character he played. Apparently he
'Cause I think
voiced
he also
Dr.
voices Steel
Victor
in
in
the Superman series, right?
Omniverse Ben 10.
Yeah, he's done a lot of odd miscellaneous voice work.
And not a lot of them, and none of the others have been like mainstream enough. Wait a minute. How did I not know this? Michael Dorn is Sandman in the Santa Claus?
I don't know. Also, wait, what do you mean that nobody else from this cast has been mainstream enough?
No, I said he hasn't played anyone else mainstream enough to have a Lego minifigure.
Oh, okay,
Oh.
I see.
Yeah, sadly, there is no Calabac Big Fig.
Yeah, Michael Dorn, he uses a very different voice playing Sandman than I'm used to him playing and stuff.
Hmm.
Because, like, usually, you know, Michael Dorn uses a much deeper voice for his characters, but Sandman is a very soft, light voice. Interesting.
Well, anyway,
Maybe that's why it's funny.
I feel like the only figure that's Just missing the mark here is Deanna Troy.
Which one's that? The
I
purple
just
one?
Central,
yes, yeah, the center one.
It's the bottom one, that
I
cat from
feel
Captain
like
Marvel?
No, thankfully.
no. I feel like her hairpiece doesn't do her justice.
I mean, that's the thing. Hair is very difficult to do for Lego sometimes.
True, and I guess the problem with recreating her style is that it's a little too unique.
Who is the one in the bottom right? Is that Data?
That is,
Yes.
yes.
That's Data.
Okay, I'm using my very
looks-
limited passive knowledge I've collected over the years.
Data looks perfect.
Yeah,
I
he's spot
can't believe
on.
how perfect it looks.
He's just the right shade of pale.
Wait, does the guy with the
Exactly.
trombone not die immediately?
No.
No.
No,
Next
no.
Generation does not have the red shirt curse.
Okay.
No.
I didn't know I knew
Everybody
that the
was-
captain didn't, but
I have firsthand accounts from my mom when this show aired that everybody thought that Jean-Luc Picard was going to die in the first episode as like a gotcha.
was the red shirt thing supposed to be a gag, or was it just because of how costuming worked?
I think it was just how costuming worked.
Yeah, because the people who wear the red shirts in the original series are the people who like do action and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're the security team.
Yeah,
They get
it's like-
into the dangerous situations, so they
Yeah.
tend to be the first ones in the line of fire.
So when they recoded everything and suddenly the command structure was red, they were like,
So
Huh?
command is red in Next Generation.
yeah, so command is red, yellow is like, security engineering and all that. Or like sub command level, I guess. Like operations, I guess,
Yeah.
operations. And then
And
blue
blue's
has
still science.
blue is always science.
Because
that hasn't
Spock and
changed.
Bones are blue in the original series.
Is there
Though,
any other colors?
It's kind of more like teal in some cases.
Yeah.
Like there was that one episode where he has his life like Jean-Luc has his life changed by Q, where he doesn't like take all the risks and he ends up like as a botanist or something. And he's wearing like this teal outfit instead.
I think I remember that.
Yeah. So there's some
That was Tapestry, yeah.
tapestry. Thank you. Couldn't remember the name.
Is this our first Will Wheaton minifigure?
Let's
think it is.
Will we?
Unfortunately.
Yes. If only we could have gone off a little longer.
Eh.
But sadly, he's rather integral to the series.
Okay, explain to
No,
me
he
Will
is.
Wheaton.
He's a jerk.
He's a jerk. Yeah.
Always causing problems.
Yeah, there's no way to go beat around the bush with it.
Yeah, I'm not immediately seeing anything else we would have gotten a minifigure from. He was also in
He ruins
Codename
everything he
Steam.
No problem.
How much of the Star Trek cast was in this game?
I mean, kind of sadly, when you're in Star
Wait,
Trek,
Will
you just relegated to nerd roles after that. Just ask George Takei.
Will Wheaton played Michael Morningstar?
Unfortunately. He also played Aqualad in Teen Titans.
That's right. Yes, indeed. Shut up, Wesley.
Thank you.
He is wearing the outfit from that scene.
Good.
Excellent.
What
We
scene?
can recreate it.
Does
The
he
one
die?
posted it on air. You should play it on stream.
Yes, you should. The world must know.
Are we-
Definitely
are-
won't get a copyright
Paramount,
strike from
it tends
Paramount.
to be, yeah, pretty aggressive.
Oh.
And also played an ad for the PS5 when I started to play it. In Discord, since when do ads play in Discord to play the videos?
Make it so.
That's probably the only way they can get it to play integrated into the app now.
Do it.
All the music videos I get sent get blocked by UMG. I have to open them up in browser. They just don't allow them
Yeah.
to play in Discord.
Why would they do that if they can have ads? Maybe this fixes that. Maybe now, since ads can play in Discord, they can play the videos too, or the music videos.
Also, is that a phaser that Worf is holding?
Which one's Warp?
I believe it is, yes.
Oh wait, I see. I know vaguely what a phaser looks like. And probably
It's their ray gun.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it is. Yep.
This is the Type 3
who's the
phaser,
kid
which
with the
looks like a
box
remote.
that shoots the blue laser?
That's Will
That's
Wheaton.
Wesley.
Oh,
Wesley.
okay.
That's
Oh, he's
Wesley
a child. Was he the one that the black kid in Galaxy Quest is based off of then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I assume everyone here has seen Galaxy Quest.
Yes.
Of course.
I have not.
We'll have to
Never
watch
I
it
haven't seen
sometime.
most things. You have to assume this.
Bruh.
You've seen a decent amount of stuff. Galaxy Quest is a good movie. It's like
Never
Three
give up, never
Amigos,
surrender. Huh.
but with Tim Allen in space.
Yes. One of the most perfect castings of Alan Rickman ever.
There's a lot of different
That's
types
true.
of phaser, ranging from electric razor to car vacuum to hot glue gun.
What are you talking about?
Probably what they were actually based on.
Yes.
Oh, this one is literally a dustbuster that's phaser themed, that's why.
Yes.
No, it's a prop replica, so it actually was just they used a vacuum for the prop.
Yeah, that makes sense. But
I think overall it's a decent lineup.
Yeah.
I just wish that I could put it in the bridge.
Yes. That's
And that's my biggest complaint with the set.
yeah.
I can't open the saucer up and see the bridge with my captain sitting in his
I
chair.
can't place everybody in the bridge for whatever reason. Also, this is the thing at release. They included the plaque, right? But it has spelling mistake.
I don't
Which
know
is-
how that happens.
Awkward.
It
And then
happened to
they-
the DeLorean.
I know.
Yeah, and then they re-released the sticker. Like they sent out new stickers, but the graphic design of it was completely different and inaccurate to the show.
Oh no.
And then they never did
Yeah.
anything about it. I was keeping an eye on it. Like, are they going to
They
do a third
So they
print?
issued a correction, but made it worse.
Lego's graphic design team has been really bad in the
Yeah,
last few
and
years.
then okay, so the thing is though, the other thing that really gets me is that they also included a gift with purchase of the shuttle.
Oh yes.
Oh,
can pull that
I
up.
can pull
We have
that
a
up.
picture for
And
that.
of all the characters they could include, they decided to go with Ro Laren for some reason.
Well, to be fair, you're never going to be able to get this, so wouldn't you want it to be someone you don't care about?
Which, like, yeah, okay, that's cool. It should have been Q.
Who is Q?
I think it should have been Q.
What about lore?
I just feel that Q is a much more remarkable character to
I
include.
mean, the show is kind of based around him, so
Well, he's in the first episode.
and the last one.
He's in the first and last episodes. Like, he is like the most major through line villain in the series.
He's a villain,
Yeah, without
but he's
him-
wearing a red shirt.
Exactly. One of his outfits is that he wears the red uniform. Without him, you don't get the Borg.
Hmm.
You don't get like some of the more interesting.
That's
You know,
right.
stories.
Without Q, we wouldn't have Nemesis.
Exactly.
Nemesis Prime?
Without Q, you wouldn't have like the onboarding story that leads to First Contact. Think about that.
Well, if they're planning on making more sets later at a minifigure scale, then
I don't think they are.
No.
I would certainly hope they
I
are.
think this is just going to be a one-off, which is a shame.
Yeah.
Again, I think
Because
what
there's
they
so much
found-
potential.
I think Lord of the Rings actually gives a lot of insight into what goes on with these. Lord of the Rings did not sell enough when it was an ongoing theme,
Hmm.
but
I
it
thought it
sells.
sold really well.
It didn't.
not
Well,
in the later
okay.
years.
To be fair, it was likely actually The Hobbit that killed it.
Yeah, I think that's
Yes.
what exactly.
However,
Yes, it was.
the lesson Lego learned from that,
because Lego always learns the wrong lesson.
not always, but most of the time,
Most of the time.
most of the time.
The lesson they learned from that is that these sets don't sell as much as releasing one big set. Which also still, even if they learned the wrong lesson, I do think that's true. Because
Yeah.
if you're more of a normie non-fan, you're not going to buy 6 sets in a year. You're going to get one set as a gift.
It's also less to manage.
Mm-hmm. Like, you're going to be
Like,
judged
oh
less.
my goodness, I have to figure out how to get all 6 of these at once, or like within a year, and I have to deal with like
Yeah.
retail availability and all that because, I'm a stupid millennial and I can't figure out that I can order things online, or you just get one and you're it.
I don't think retail availability is something they worried about, but
I mean, Lego should be worrying about it now that most retailers are cutting their toy sections.
I think the majority of their sales almost certainly come from online anyway. Online or the dedicated Lego store.
I think this is just more a symptom of Lego pivoting away from the children's toy manufacturer and going
I
more
agree.
towards the big
Yeah.
license themes. Because
And
this isn't for...
Now, to be
like, what-
fair, they have lots of sets in the children's toy line. It's just we don't talk about them
Oh, yeah.
because the divide is bigger.
Yeah.
But also, like, if they did scale things down, like, I feel like it would be more accessible to even the collector market.
It
You could
would,
still
but that's not the
market it.
market they want.
Yeah, but you
They're marketing
still
specifically towards the Tesla engineer who makes...
Here,
like,
I can give you a good example. You know
True.
the $300
Too much
Pokemon
money.
set coming out?
oh,
Okay.
my goodness.
I already know 4 people at work that are buying that set.
Yeah.
Okay.
They've
but
not
I
bought any other
know-
Lego sets.
But I know at least like 20 people who have the smaller scale botanical sets. At least more than one.
So
I don't think it would be impossible to scale this line down, produce multiple different crafts with, you can pair them with minifigures however you want. Maybe if you wanted to, you could make separate models with separate characters from the bridge crew of the Enterprise D and separate them between different sets in the line. So you have to get them all to get the full bridge crew. That's how you would guarantee multiple orders.
Yeah, that's what I
That's
would
how it
do.
used to be
But
done.
it didn't sell as many sets when they did it that way is the problem. Because, again, also remember, there's a certain amount of mental energy that goes into each purchase. And that fatigue is a big problem in the consumer market right now. We make so many decisions every day. If you have to make a decision for each smaller set, you're less likely to answer yes to every time. But if it's just one decision, that's less of a mental load, and you feel like you got everything in one purchase. That's why you're seeing, like, Lord of the Rings, it basically includes everything in each one of these sets, because it actually is less of a mental load on the consumer. Again, I don't like this, but it makes sense.
They're also not marketing to children who have to split gifts up between birthdays, Christmas, and special occasions.
Mhm.
And children just aren't buying media-related stuff anymore. They're not into the same things we were as kids. That's why we have, like, Lego Fortnite. That's much more popular with them.
Yes.
Like,
Don't remind me.
Draco is still going strong.
Ninjago is too, but Ninjago also has
Yeah.
a lot of small sets every year.
True.
Ninjago is also at this point like basically a big blockbuster IP.
Ninjago is interestingly probably has wider appeal than Star Wars now.
Yeah, I was about to say I think it's probably more popular than Star Wars is at this point.
It's a more low-key popularity, I think, because it doesn't go above Gen X,
Yeah,
but it is more popular. At
and
least it
people
has more
regularly consume
goodwill.
the media associated with it.
Yes.
Because even, I think there's a lot of, like, Gen X people that don't keep up with the show necessarily anymore, but they are nostalgic enough for it that every once in a while they'll buy a set just for fun.
I feel like you described both Ninjago and Star Wars in the same sentence.
It is similar, and that's why we're kind of making the comparison. The only difference is Ninjago has more goodwill right now.
Mhm.
That's true.
And we're seeing that a lot with the Ninjago Legacy. Like, those minifigures were super popular. We went to the store, there's tons of people in there to get the Legacy set. So the Ninjago character display sold out basically everywhere.
I
When's the
still
last time a
can't
Star
get
Wars
Mistake. I still can't find that one.
You can't find it?
I can't find it.
Weird. Like they had box and boxes of pre-built.
I
ones
had
last
I
day.
had I've seen all of them except for that one. I do not think it exists.
I have it right here.
Mock me, why don't you?
Now the thing is, the only piece you really need is the head. That's the only exclusive piece of it.
Yeah.
And it's a very good head print.
Wait, it really is just the Garmadon body?
Yeah, it is just the Garmadon body.
That's lazy.
Yeah, they did the same thing.
That's
too.
lazy.
If Kevin was here, it was a joke. It's not the best joke, but they did the same thing to it that they did to the Slave Leia newer minifigures. I'll let you put 2 and 2 together on that.
Yeah, I got it.
But it works fine, honestly, so I'm not upset about it at all.
Amazing.
All right. I think, we're at time here, so we're going to wrap it up for today. What are your thoughts on Star Trek? Have you seen it, or are you like me? Someday I'll probably watch Star Trek. How many episodes
you
of Star
should
Trek
start
up there?
today.
Explain it to me in terms of One Piece.
It's less than One Piece.
Okay.
Less than
for
One
sure.
Piece. It spans what, like 100 years? 80 years? Am I getting that
No,
right?
not 100. No. So 1963 is when the first.
No,
series
no,
was,
I
right?
mean like the time periods.
Oh, time periods.
Oh, there's
I
only
don't know.
79 regular episodes of the original series. That's not that many.
Oh, the
Are we
original
counting-
series. Okay.
Are we counting the time travel episodes or not?
No, we're not counting time travel.
What are time travel
Alright.
episodes? Oh, you mean for
It
like
means
the
that
Where they
Timeline.
timeline?
travel through
Time.
time.
I was thinking like
they-
what has
they
to do with
go
the
to
episode
the
count.
1930s.
City on the Edge Forever, such a great episode.
So how
I
many
do like
good
the-
Star Trek series are there? Is there basically 3?
Okay.
Let's see. Well, the good Star Trek series are the original series, Next Generation,
Deep Space Nine.
DS9, maybe half of Voyager,
The animated series.
and half of Enterprise.
Isn't
So,
Enterprise
I'm
4
inclined to
one?
agree with that. Yeah.
And then there's movies too.
I am.
I
will
feel
go
like
out there
Enterprise
and
is
I
going to
will
get
literally
too
say that Voyager gets bad when Jerry Ryan joins.
So Enterprise was like the early 2000s series. That was the last of like
Okay.
the original run. Then before they took a gap.
Okay.
There was a gap. and
Before Jar
then
Jar
there was
Abrams made the movies.
yeah, there was Discovery after that, and we don't
We
talk about that.
one.
So they're bad and not the modern way of bad. It's a different bad.
I wouldn't even necessarily say they're like bad. They just
Not good.
they don't offer you much.
They're
flat.
different.
Yeah. Is it like late season TV of a show that used to be good? To where you can kind of watch it because you've gone this far, but if that was all it was, it wouldn't be very remarkable.
Probably.
Yeah, I would just say it's just kind of middling.
Yeah.
Like it's
The
not
ori-
like bad or good. It's just kind of
Yeah, the original series and Next Generation, at least, I think, are shows that get better as you go through the seasons.
Yes,
Especially
absolutely.
the original series.
Like people like to rag on seasons 1 and 2 as being like really rough starts. I disagree. I think that they're trying to find their footing, but by the beginning of maybe like the midway of season 2, I'd say
Midway
at
season
the
2 for
earliest.
TNG.
Midway season
Yeah.
2 for TNG. That's when it really hits a stride, and season 3 is just like they're firing on all cylinders at that point. Like they've got the style and the substance
I didn't
down.
realize how few episodes the original series had compared to Deep Space Nine and Next Generation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The original series, at least, I think, finds its footing at least 10 episodes into the first season.
Yes.
I'd say like their first encounter with the Romulans is like the first this is Star Trek episode.
Mm-hmm. The earlier episodes
That's
are still
a good
pretty
episode.
good.
Yeah, there's like because you got the Gorm in there, the Gorm fight.
You got like the salt vampire that's basically just a Morlock from the Time Traveler. or
Yeah, but then
the
like
Time Machine.
like the
Sorry.
problem is like you start out with that really great episode and then you go straight into like the stuff that was filmed when they were still trying to figure out recast like Captain Pike.
Right.
Is it like in the case of some places where the earlier parts of it they didn't really have a canon down, so things contradict from there, or do they try to keep it tidy?
There's a little bit of that.
There's a
they'll
loose
refer.
canon. Yeah, it's more like what you see as like the evolution of styles as the costuming gets better.
Yeah, I think in that respect, you will like TNG a little bit more because that's when they really start strictly adhering to canon.
Yeah, and everything is
And
much
that,
more
yeah,
distinct visual style.
and that sort of
Concrete.
like that value system really stuck in DS9 and Voyager, where they would literally like cut things out of episodes, even if it was like good, even if it was like a good scene or whatever, they would cut things out if it did not strictly adhere to the canon of the show.
Maybe they should have cut it out in writing instead of waiting until it went that long.
No, like sometimes it's just like a mistake that they make
Oh.
like on the fly. Like there's this one episode of DS9 where one of the characters is in like one of these runabouts, right? And he's doing this whole thing and he's like singing this like happy thought song because he was at war and it helps calm him down and he's like getting chased. But then they realized while they were editing the scene together that, oh wait, this is the wrong set for the runabout. Like this is the wrong runabout set. He's supposed to be in the other one. So they had to completely they had to go back, completely redo the scene, but they didn't have time to get that like him singing the song again. So, it just fell apart at the cutting room floor. So they really tried to adhere to the canon as best they could.
Okay. That's
Like
good.
you don't really see many holes later
Yeah.
on.
DS9's overarching story, like they have a story that spans multiple seasons.
Yes,
Like
yeah.
they'll have, some like filler episodes, side quests basically, and then they'll go back to, okay, now back to the war.
Right. Yeah, like
but
I
they-
would say like it's the most friendly for like the streaming era is DS9. But TNG still holds up.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I wouldn't say you'd need to see the entirety of the original series either. They're just like select episodes you'd want to see before you go into the other series.
I always have an issue with that as the problem because I'm a completionist with stuff.
I mean, you
Then
can do
watch the
that
entirety
too.
of the
That's
original
fine.
series.
Yeah.
It's still fun television. Like, you
Maybe
get to see
try
the set
looking
from
for
Mayberry.
maybe try looking for like a chronological order list.
Like with Batman
'cause-
the Animated Series.
Yeah, you might need to because the release order is it's not right.
Yeah, I have to tell you though, if you have like a watch horse series that starts with the cage, don't do it. Don't watch the cage.
Yeah, don't
Just
start
stuff-
with the cage.
Just suffer through the menagerie. I have seen the cage 3 or 4 times at this point. I don't need to see it again.
Okay. So don't watch The Cage?
Don't watch,
Don't watch
the
the
cage.
cage.
Ever?
If
I mean, you can if you're
you can if you
interested,
want.
but I just it wouldn't offer you anything. It's just kind of boring.
No. It does offer him one thing. It offers him the Green Woman.
Oh, that is true. Yes,
I
that
thought you
is
said
the
that's
most
Which is
important
what
that
Star Trek
she's
is all
in
about.
the credits of every episode.
Well, she's
Yeah,
there to
but-
jump scare you at the end of everyone.
Yeah, and in this one, you actually get to see her doing her thing.
Okay. Anyway, please like, comment, subscribe, share the video with everyone you know. Join us on Friday nights, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Keep updated on the Discord server. If we're going to miss a week or reschedule, updates will be posted there. Follow us on X. And nope, I guess that's about it, actually. So, for Ford, Leo, Sam, myself, LQ, we thank you for listening, and we'll see you on the next episode.